just one over here. Unless somebody starts to throw tires in the water.
That one's a fish.
Oh, you want
Net.
Hey y'all, welcome back to ChrisCastsOutdoors. This is another episode of Dad's Corner. This is kind of an area that Christopher gave me to come in and share some of my fishing experiences. So yesterday I took out Christopher's sister Kaydee, and she had an absolute blast. Now I will forewarn you, she didn't catch a single fish. She let me catch all of them, but we had so much fun on the water. So when Kaydee was out there and I was showing her different things about how to throw a crankbait, different retrieves, different methods, teaching her about the way we pattern fish, and that it made me realize that I've taught 6 of my own kids how to fish. My wife, neighbors, cousins, basically any kid that we get close to the boat. I've definitely done my job with the take a kid fishing. But here's the cool part. When I'm out on the boat with Christopher, I'm not teaching anymore. I'm the one learning. He's leaps and bounds ahead of where I've ever been. And I'll say it straight. My goal here is to help him get a career in fishing, whether that be with this YouTube channel or fishing professionally, which is his dream. Hopefully both. You know, a lot of bass fishermen dream about it. We all do. But I truly believe that he's got the talent, the skill level, the determination to actually pull it off. And I'm going to do everything in my power to support him. So we're planning on launching ChrisCastsOutdoors.com at the first of the year. This is going to be a place where Christopher is able to sell his own merchandise, sell his own baits and supplies, help out partner companies, and showcase his sponsors. And for me as a dad, it makes me pretty proud. And that's what Dad's Corner is all about. Fishing with Christopher, teaching the rest of my kids, and getting to share all these moments with you guys. So if you want to help us on that journey, like and subscribe. Man, it means the world to us to watch those numbers go up. So jump on the boat with me and Kaydee. I think you'll learn something. I know your kids would. All right. There's Katie Ann with her first ever dunking coffee. Let's see it. Show it to me.
The coffee? Here, the coffee.
Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Chris Cast Outdoors, Dad's Corner. Today, we're going to start right here on this bank. We're going to go all the way down to the dam. The goal is not to pick up the trolling motor at all. So, we're going to get started, see what happens. You've got Chris's little sister, Katie Ann, that's going to be joining us today if she doesn't beat me. So, let's get fishing.
Oh, my hair. Dad.
All right, you got a crankbait down there. All right, what I want you to do, see I'm cranking it? I want you to stop. Crank it 3 or 4 times and stop. Crank it 3 or 4 times and stop.
Okay.
That'll trigger those fish. The fish will be chasing it. When it stops right in front of their face, they'll come up and eat it. All right? Crank it fast. Just tell me when you need the net. First one on the board is a live critter.
What?
So I'm the first one on the board of the live critter.
Oh, you just showed us the picture.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly what these are. We're just gonna call it a snail, I guess. But they're all in the water, and I constantly catch them on a crankbait. When I say catch them, it literally closes itself up on the crankbait hook. All right, you see how that point comes out?
Yeah.
it continues to come out in the water. You can see it underneath the water there.
Yeah.
So,
Why are you pointing it?
so you'll know how to throw it.
I don't stop for this one, do I? Just throw it out and roll it back in?
What?
I don't stop for this one, do I? Just throw it out and roll it back in?
You can still do like a blade pause, like, that way the blades will flash. That little reaction, just that little bit of change in the bait will make a fish react to it. When you're throwing a crankbait or a spinnerbait or something like that, you're not trying to catch a fish that's actively trying to eat most of the time. You're making that fish have a split-second decision. Do I want to eat that bait or not? Do I want to eat that bait fish that's coming by or not? So the more you can give it, that'll make it flash, that'll make it have that thought to crash that bait, the better. Make sense?
Yeah.
When you're throwing a worm or something, dragging something around, you're trying to catch a fish that's actively out there wanting to eat.
Did I start with you? If I did, I apologize.
I usually got a good stick. Oh, I got a good stick.
Cool, I got a good stick right there. What is that thing? I want to touch it. It looks like a metal net.
Like that. That's being yourself. That'll make the video.
Oh, great.
And another stick.
You're doing great, Dad.
So while I'm working on getting this out, I have a question that I'm sure all of our viewers my age would want to know.
Right.
What does 6'7" mean?
Okay. 6'7" is...
Show the camera.
Okay.
Show the camera your little...
All right. 6'7" is a meme going around, of course, the school, and the kids my age it came from, I think it's a song and a football player or a football fan or something. They were talking about something, and they said 6 or 7 like this, and that's the meme. Why? I don't know. That's just how it is. And it's kind of stupid, but it's also kind of funny.
So the moral of that story is, people, is we still really have no clue what it means, and neither do the kids that are saying it.
I can look up the explanation.
I don't know if you'd find the right one.
Probably not, but no, it's from a football thing, and there's also a song that goes.
Hey, look at that. You don't. I don't think you need a net on this one, child.
Okay. Oh no.
We have a fish.
Yay, a fish.
Not much of a fish. It's fish. When you're out fun fishing, you just want to catch fish. So even the little ones are fun to catch. All right, you get another. All right, so we've been out in the wind fishing, and now we're back here in this little pocket, and I've cast to the middle of the pocket and caught that little fish. Now there's a bunch of brush and stuff back here, but it wasn't on the bank. It was kind of right in the middle. So now you keep in mind where you catch the fish. This could be a fluke. There may not be any fish in any other pocket like this at all.
Right.
But if we go into more pockets,
Oh.
did you get a bite?
Yes, I had it for a second, but it came off. Sigh of sadness.
What it is when you're fishing like this, you want to learn how to form a pattern.
Pattern. All right. What does that mean?
So, fish in general you'll have a lot of them do the same thing at the same time, right?
Right.
There's a reason that fish is back in his pocket.
Food.
Or it just could be random.
Or
Now,
it's warmer back there and they're cold. That's like a joke, by the way.
if we keep going and we start catching more in the other pockets,
Uh-huh.
then at that point, you catch them in the pockets, you're not catching them out on the points and stuff.
Uh-huh. I'm very confused on what's going on here. Either I have something or it's...
You don't have something.
I know I don't have something, but something, either my reel is like hung or something. Like, I see my problem.
It's down there, wherever it's at.
Where?
It's tight at the bottom right there.
Yeah, it was hung up on this one. Thank you. So no, it was not a bite. It was me being stupid.
Okay, so if we start catching fish in pockets like this, then you've got a pattern, and you can tell yourself they're in the pockets. So at that point, you can start running the pockets. Your pocket, 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 pocket. That's a pattern to be able to catch those fish.
Oh, I missed. I spit on your boat.
That's what. I was taught to be a pattern fisherman. So Christopher has been taught to be a pattern fisherman.
Which means now I'm going to be taught to be a pattern fisher.
It's not the only way. And Christopher will learn more than just that, but that is one. When you can get on a good pattern and you can just run those pockets or run those points like Christopher and I were doing last weekend.
Uh-huh.
You try to hit as many as you can and be as efficient as possible.
Right.
All right, we're gonna give shad color a chance, and since the water's a little colder, I'm gonna go down to this flat side crankbait. Flat side's got a tighter wobble,
Right.
and it seems in colder water, that's what they prefer.
Ooh.
Stick number 47.
Good Lord, Dad. You make fun of you now because me picking up like sticks and river.
So you'll get more reaction bites with speed. Speed. So, but you also get hung up more. But it's worth it.
I don't want to get too fast. I'm going to get too fast.
You've got a higher speed ratio reel than I do.
I don't know what that means.
As far as gear ratio,
Yeah.
you got to think about it as how much line gets pulled up the spool when you do one full rotation. Okay? Mine is like a 5 to 0 gear ratio. It's a really slow gear ratio. So it probably gets like 22, 23 inches. Yours, let's say it's a 7 to 1 gear ratio. You may get 30 to 31 inches in one single turn.
Right.
So that's how it's that much faster because it's reeling in so much more line in one turn. Make sense?
Yeah.
The higher the number, the higher the gear ratio. And you can see it. Depends, it's different on different reels. This one, it's right in the front. So it's 5 to 0.
6.5 to 1.
6.5 to 1?
Yeah.
You're probably 28 inches, I would guess, somewhere around there.
Ooh. The tire. Especially for over here. Unless somebody has purposely throwing tires in the water.
That one's a fish.
Oh, you want
Yeah,
to
net. Net. That's a good one, it's barely hooked.
Oh yeah, Dad. Oh yeah, Dad. That's good, Dad.
All right, lay down floor. Down floor, not up there. Floor. All right.
Lay down.
Oh.
Make me angry.
Golly, that's a good one.
How much do you think that was?
I don't have no idea. Actually, he's not gonna be happy. I have Christopher Scale.
Uh-oh.
He is out fishing that tournament today.
That's not good. That's not
a good one, good fat fish.
You don't have to do this?
Not yet. Not like this. Yeah, for later. .08.
That's good.
Good, healthy fish. Now you see the bird out there? Up there in that point.
Yeah, that's a blue herring.
That blue herring is a bait fish.
Oh. There's a song from Shrek that has a herring.
But what it is he is there because she is there because there's fish, bait fish.
And that's right.
And if there's bait fish there,
That makes it fish.
I've got another stick. Sure.
You ever caught a herring?
My buddy Tim did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, but hilarious for him or the bird. Try to cut the line. I think it's a jerk bait or something. Oh, or a crankbait or something.
That's great.
Continue to cast right over top of me.
I'm sorry.
Now it's gonna come. Oh, there you are. I gotta be able to go get it. You reel yours in real quick. Alright, watch out. Especially when you're hung up in rocks like that. A lot of times when you get hung up in rocks, it's like this. You're stuck between two rocks, so drop your line all the time. So always check your line after you're hung. Yeah. So you got to think when they drop the water like this, you've got all the crawdads that are up there in the rocks that have to come down back into the water. So it's like an active movement. So when this first happens, oh, the bass chew. You catch a lot of fish.
Yeah. When did it happen?
When the water comes down. I'm going to switch over to a little bit brighter color. It's because of the water's clear, but it's not ultra clear.
Right.
And we got a lot of clouds and stuff in the sky, so if it was really sunny, I would stay with something more translucent. You know what that means?
Nope.
Translucent is almost see-through.
Oh yeah, I figured it out. But yes.
Now I'm gonna try something flashier. This is Blue Ridge Custom Tackle Hot Mustard. His bait also catches sticks.
Well, good. Good for the sticks. Well, I guess bad for the sticks, good for you. I don't know. Bad for you, good for the sticks.
All right, back in the pocket again.
Right.
No wind. See if we can catch one back here.
What?
I had to leave, but I should have known I had to leave. If you pay attention to how your bait feels when it's running normal, you learn how it feels when something's on it, like a leak or something like that. Then you know you just lift it up and pull it in quicker to make your next cast. When you're covering water and power fishing, you need to be efficient as possible. If you want to make as as many casts in the day as you possibly can.
Right.
In the right places.
Like fishing tournament.
Yeah, like today would be considered like a practice day. I'm going down the bank and trying to figure out exactly where these fish are located, what they're doing, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that in practice, we would know, or in the actual tournament, we would know only to hit the points because that's where the bigger fish are. Mm-hmm. Or just hit the pockets because that's where the fish are. You know, something like that. Then you run that during the tournament. Method you can do to kind of work the same way. And drag the bait, and then I'm reeling down into it, that stops it, and drag it, reel that into it, stop it. That's another stop and go presentation that works really well.
I think the last time I wore these clothes was when I fell in the water. To be honest.
Yeah, let it out here.
Let's talk about the falling in the water.
I'd love to have the video of you falling in the water.
Do have an explanation to that. 2 or 3 years ago, when me and Chris were practicing for a tournament at Smith Mountain Lake, I was holding the boat to the dock while Chris was going to get the truck to get out from practicing, and the boat slipped out from underneath me, and I was dangling from the dock while the boat floated out to the water. When Chris did not see me, he went to look for me and pulled me up off the dock, and then had to swim in the freezing cold water to go get the boat. That was a fun time.
Here's your SpongeBob reference. The wind is a good thing.
Okay.
The wind blowing against this bank is blowing into plankton. And the bait fish are following plankton. And they're small enough bait fish to get blown in themselves. And then of course the bass are following the bait fish.
Ah.
And the wind, this is power fishing, the wind breaks up the surface of the water. It's not as easy for the fish to see the bait. So they have to, another reason for them to react to it. See when it's flat, calm, and clear water and all that, they can see the bait so well, you don't get as many reactions from it. So that's when you go to something more subtle, try to make them eat.
Right.
We have a good chance of catching one when the wind is out blowing like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, look, I want you to do something.
Okay.
Just cast. What you've been doing is casting and putting your rod right here.
Right.
What I want you to do is cast with your rod up here. And then follow it back. That way when you see like that, it goes down.
Like that?
Yeah.
This one's left-handed?
Yep.
Okay, well this is the one I do some fishing with.
Right. So I've always taught my kids, you know, a right-handed reel, which is what I'm using right now because I've got both.
Right.
But if I'm flipping with it, I've got to switch hands every time like if I'm pitching this bait, this right-handed reel, see if I can do it with crankbait. Alright. So if I'm pitching this bait and I'm trying to get a piece of cover, I got to come down here, lock this in, switch hands. The left-handed reel when I pitch, I'm here. I can make more casts in a day with the left-handed reel. So since I figured that out, I think Ashlyn is the only one of you that didn't learn on the left-handed reel.
Huh. Why not?
because I didn't know any better back then.
Oh.
But the rest of you've always, if I buy you one, I buy you a left-handed reel. If you're right-handed. Jackson gets right-handed reels and Carrie gets right-handed reels, so they're left-handed. Which is why, for the most part, I have these other right-handed reels now.
When you do that, I can never tell if it's a fish or a stick.
When I do that, I don't know if it's a fish or a stick either. But I'd rather set the hook and it be a stick than not set the hook and it be a fish.
Right.
Danny Brower used to say hook sets are free, which means don't take any chances. If you feel a bite, the fish for the 99% of the time has it. It doesn't have hands, so the only thing you can feel is its mouth, unless it's just swiping at it.
Right.
That's important info when you're flipping or throwing a worm or something like that. Now it may be that they get the back of the worm and they got to suck it in, but you big fish or something, they'll suck it in and spit it right back out. So if you don't feel it immediately and set the hook, you'll miss the fish. Most people would think it's crazy just picking this buzzbait up at 53 degree water.
I
But
definitely know what that means.
so top water,
Right.
really I start throwing top water when it gets to about 58 degrees. But it's in the fall, water temperature's coming down. If the fish are still back here, it doesn't take much for them to come to the top of the water to hit this. More like just a regular bait, as long as the water's shallow enough.
Right.
You know, they may not move really fast to get it if they're deeper, but if they're up shallow, they'll still eat it. I call it crazy because most people wouldn't even try this.
You ever caught a fish doing it?
Yeah. I've heard talk. People have told me that they've caught fish on like Car Reservoir in like 48 degree water on a buzzbait. All right, so to be as efficient as you can, going down a bank if you're this close and you've got two people,
Right.
you're trying to cover the water strike zone. I'm gonna cast right there. I want you to cast over here beside me, straight ahead. Perfect. And you can worm it through this wood. Worm it. So when you're dragging a worm, you're just dragging a worm over top of the wood. You know, you can do the same thing with crankbait. You got to slow down a lot, but when you feel the wood down there, you just kind of stop, just kind of crawl it over it, and the buoyancy of the crankbait, the float, kind of lifts it up, and it'll stop you getting hungry. You can still get bit that way, but I'm a firm believer that you get more bites with the speed. So that makes it worth it. With all the hang-ups.
Right.
Alright,
Alright, what?
I'm gonna let you keep casting the crankbait.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a jig a try around on these docks.
Okay.
See if slowing down a little bit works.
What is that?
It is crawfish scent. It's called Bang.
Bang.
Yeah, but it makes the bait smell like crawfish.
Chad. Quit calling it crawfish.
On the can, it says crawfish scent.
Yes, Dad, but that is not what we call
I
it.
know. Crawdads.
Thank you.
It's crawdad scent.
Thank you.
This right here is the reason I brought the silicone.
Whatever.
This is what I use the silicone. What I want to put it on the line. Makes the line really slick. Like they sell line conditioner, like fishing line conditioner. That's all it is, silicone. But then I can really flip out there easily. It makes it so smooth.
Okay.
This answers your question from earlier. It's a left-handed reel.
Right.
This is flipping. See how I'm flipping out there? I've got it in my hand. There's no switching hands. No anything.
Yeah.
Now,
That's one thing I cannot do.
the only thing that, like some pros learn to flip good with their left hand, I just never been able to do it. So I did this and get the same benefit.
I was horrified of fishing on docks.
Do what?
I've always been horrified of fishing on docks.
Fishing on docks it can be intimidating because you don't want to get on somebody's dock, get hung up on the rope or anything like that. But the lakes that we fish, that's where a lot of fish are.
Oh, dang it.
Alright, so the log comes down. I want you to take the spinner bait. Put the spinner bait right down beside the log. It's parallel to the log. Look at that. Now pull it over here. Alright, dude. Try to get as close as long as you can. You need to move so you can cast. Definitely over there. Alright. Right over. Alright, now it's parallel logs. Walk back a little bit so you try to keep as close to the tree as you can. But the bass set up right against that, so when you parallel the log, you've got the best chance of actually catching the fish.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's barely hooked, dude. Wow. I'm gonna pull it up and you're gonna go right underneath it. There you go. Good job.
Alright, number 3. Not bad.
Nice little chunk. But they're barely getting it. Like that's the reason we missed those two over there. They're just barely getting it.
Right.
When you get done, come up here. I'll show you something.
I'm coming.
Can you see all the fish swimming?
Yeah.
They're all right here in this little area. So there's a bunch of them. These fish are everywhere on there.
I'm gonna assume this is illegal in some tournaments.
It is illegal in some tournaments. It's also the biggest controversy in fishing right now.
What does that mean?
Because it makes it so easy to catch fish if you know how to use it well. There it is. See, you need to go down farther. See right there? All right, go down in the fish. You're in the fish. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Come on, fish.
God, don't slap me with it. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I want you to try. Small one, but. Dude, I just caught a fart smallmouth. Look at that pool. Big smallmouth, guys, but it was hooked in the belly. Mini fish? Look at that mini fish still spinning. Able to get it out without hurting his eye.
Think it'll be alright?
Yeah, it will.
Good.
Man, what a day. We caught a lot of fish. So I think she learned something. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. See you next time.